So today I'm going to discuss how to reset after you've had a setback. Now, you would be sadly mistaken if you thought you were going to go throughout the whole of your weight loss journey without having a setback. There is no way that you can be 100% perfect, and you need to understand that these things are inevitable. Whether that's overindulging on a holiday, getting too boozy on a weekend, or getting overly stressed after the back end of a working day. However, how you manage these setbacks can make or break your transformation journey. So these are the things I would and would not do in order to reset after a setback. So the number one thing I would do is hold myself accountable and step on the scales. Now, this is the number one thing that most people are reluctant to do as they're afraid to see the number. However, you know inevitably that scale weight has gone up. Like I said, whether that's off the back of a weeks-long holiday, all you're doing by stepping on the scales is acknowledging where you're at right now and what you want to do about it. Burying your head in the sand isn't going to solve the problem, and in most cases can often make it worse. Now, what I wouldn't do is punish myself by slashing my calories. Simply going back to your original framework is automatically going to put you back into a deficit. Cutting out carbs or severely reducing down your calories is a quick way to bite yourself in the arse and reverting back to another setback. So simply go back to plan. Now, I would be realistic with how long it's potentially going to take for that scale weight to come back off. And it's all going to depend on how long that setback has been. Whether you've been overindulging for a day, for a week, or even several weeks. This is heavily going to dictate how long that weight is going to take to drop back off. If you've been over-consuming on a big holiday for 2 weeks, it's not going to take 2 days for that weight to come back off. Again, being unrealistic with your targets is another quick way to bite yourself in the arse, have another setback. So be patient, be consistent, and that weight will inevitably come back off, assuming that you go back to plan. And the next thing I definitely wouldn't do is trying to do more. Now, the chances are that you're already really pushing your limits right now within your journey, whether that's with nutrition, steps, or your weekly workouts. Now, trying to chuck in a ton of cardio on top of that to make up for your setback is going to lead to burnout and lead to overall frustration. Once again, the logic behind it, I understand, is that you're trying to basically make up for your setback by burning some additional calories. And by chucking in a ton of extra cardio is simply going to lead to burnout and a poor relationship with exercise. And finally, I wouldn't continue to punish myself mentally. We all make mistakes, we all have slip-ups, and we all have setbacks. As I said, we are human at the end of the day. And the worst thing you can do is to continue to punish yourself. So draw a line under it and move on. Focus on the day itself and take it one day at a time. The key is to learn from these setbacks, whether that's how to navigate around your holidays, what to do when you're highly stressed, or how to put limits in place when it comes to the weekends and socials. And ultimately, better preparing yourself for next time, because there definitely will be a next time. So go back to your fat loss framework without the extremes, and you'll find yourself back on track in no time. And if you found this helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and go over and follow me on Instagram at TA Fitness Online.